Hey everybody, I hope all is well with all of you. And I am here to pull some cards to see what's going on with the collective today. Oh, okay. Huh. That's interesting. Wow. Okay. These cards are usually pretty mellow, but today there's something going on. I'm not sure what the heck that's talking about. We've got illusion. Lies and illusions hold them back from seeing the truth, unable to see reality. Someone is angry. Did you push someone's buttons or piss somebody off? You push my buttons on purpose. I'm upset that you have control over me. And then this also says distorted. My views on relationships are distorted from past experiences. Everyone is talking about the relationship. People are jealous of your connection. And then just really strange energy. Really, really, this person is super of two minds. They're irritated, they're mad that you possess so much control over them, but at the same time, um, you know what? They may be trying to change their views about relationships and talking to someone about it, and somebody is pissing them off. I don't know that it's you that's actually somebody has control over them. It could be like a karmic, like a parent or friend group, or somebody is this card is talking about gossip and that everyone's talking about the relationship. People are jealous of your connection. They could be talking shit too, honestly. With the someone's angry though. All that I said, all that to say, because there could be someone lying about you, your name, um, your intentions, and it's really making your person angry. It caused them to kind of look at this situation like, is this the same thing that I've dealt with in the past? This person, though, realizes that, and they've always tried to be logical, it looks like, and kind of realistic with life, but then you open them up to seeing things in a different light. Um, and they're regretting their past actions, and letting you go was a huge mistake. So they're maybe pissed off at themselves as well. You know, that they know though that you're over it. You're not playing games anymore, and that you will not accept less than what you deserve. And you probably have a very telepathic kind of an energy with this person, to where you guys energetically, you may not be together in right now. Oh, that's cool. Oh, yeah, there's something definitely going on. Mind games, there's deception, um, and probably silence. This was actually, I was pulling cards earlier today, and this comes from an actual tarot deck. Let me just see, make sure there's no other cards mixed up in here, because that card, this person's pissed off though. And it could be a third party playing games, you know what I mean? And lying about you and just really playing with your person. Um, Choices. A decision between love and fear. We fall in love by chance and stay by choice. This person knows they have to make that choice and come towards you if they're ever going to have anything with you. They've been fantasizing about the future together. You know, this person wants this with you, and there's somebody very much against it. There is somebody who's just not really having it. Like I said, it could be a mom. Hell, it could be a third party for all I know. It depends. And if you know that there's a third party involved, it's not something that's going to surprise you. This would be something you already know, and you likely already know that someone's parent doesn't like you, or they're not accepting of the situation, or what have you, for whatever reason. And again, that's going to be different for everybody pretty much. Let me get a little more energy. I said energy, and maybe I'll pull some from the energy deck. Okay, let's see what we got here, guys. Because this is very confusing. Because at first it came out seeming like they were mad at you, but I don't think they are. I think they're pissed off at whoever the third party is. And the third party could also be belief systems or things that are holding them back. Fear. It could also be fear. Their own fear, their own, I mean, maybe their own fear and inability to make a decision, because there's choices over here, you know? They think about it, but they're like, oh shit, what if it, with their distorted view on relationships, it very well could be just their own mind freaking holding them back from coming towards you, because they're fantasizing about a life with you, right? And they probably put you through this back and forth, hot and cold behavior, and they're afraid of what people are going to say. They're pissed off at themselves. They're full of regret because, they can't seem to bring themselves beyond the fear to come towards you. And with their views, distorted views on relationships, they're kind of like, is it going to be the same as before? And they probably test you constantly if you are in communication. Or maybe it's been some time since you guys have kind of had the hots and the colds. And, this person's probably tested you to see. And they know that you're the truth. They know that you are who you say you are. Ultimately, they know. Oh, adjacent possibilities. That's interesting. That's like a 7 of cups. That's like no, I'm not taking all those, but thank you anyway. And I'm feeling that one too. With adjacent possibilities, they could have made a different choice. That wasn't you. And now they're kicking themselves in the ass and they're angry with themselves. And they want to come towards you and now they feel stuck. We got 2 chakras, the 4th and the 5th. The heart and the throat. The heart and the throat. They're open though, it looks like. They're opening, I would say. The world in reverse. This is not over yet. Okay? 39 could be something that is, or 11, which is a master number, or a 24 or a 6. 2442, 39 or 93. These dates could be significant. 29 or 92, or 29 or 38 or 38 or 83. I mean, these dates could be significant, relevant for somebody. What else? I want to get a little more information. I mean, I can start reading and, but they feel like they're scared though. With this in reverse, they are afraid and they know you're over it. They know you're freaking over it. You're done with the gameplay, right? They know that you're about to release them, or they feel like you're going to. 42 could be, or 42 or 24 could be something. They feel like you're going to release them and move on because you're tired of the bull nonsense, right? And they don't want it to be over. They're still, hold on. Give me a minute. I want to pull one more of these. Then I'm going to pull out the book for the energy cards, and I want to look. Come on. Do we have one more? No? One more shuffle. Oh, okay. Well, that almost came out, and that is jealousy. There, with the gossip and the jealousy, someone is jealous of your connection. There could be, like I said, a third party, or sometimes there could be some strange or family dynamics where the parent could be jealous, which is really weird. But hey, no, listen, no judgment over here. I'm just saying. In some strange, situations, I'm gonna put the old lady glasses on now so I can actually see what I'm talking about. The adjacent possibility, many unconsidered options, right? They may also feel like you have options that you are going towards at this point, right? Sometimes the force of habit keeps you stuck and unaware of potentially healthier and happier options at hand. Yet every moment gives you the option to open a different door and take a different course. Whether it's in your thoughts, your behaviors, or major life decisions, this person is looking at their options. They're like, what do I do? Do I move back? This is such an anxious feeling energy in the heart chakra. Their chakra is opening, and they want this, but they're not sure if they can measure up. They don't know. I mean, just looking over here, guys, the Empress right here. Just, I mean, they see you as an Empress, and that is an energy, guys. It's neither feminine nor masculine. It's feminine energy, but it does not mean man or woman. So take it as it resonates. Unlike the indecision card, which indicates confusion about which course to take, the adjacent possibilities card is here to tell you that you have many options. So, yeah, this person is feeling like you have many options, and maybe they had many options in the past. Right? As long as you consider the many life choices available, you'll feel more and more empowered and motivated to make decisions that bring happiness, strength, and forward motion. In terms of your goals, this card could indicate unknown and previously unconsidered ideas. Perhaps there's a marketing tool you haven't thought of, or a connection you haven't tapped, or even in it, maybe this had false start after false start after false start also. There's varying meanings for this. And I feel like your person feels like, with this card, feels so anxious it's not even funny. Like with the chasing card here, and the over it, and the choices, and the, choices and adjacent possibilities. I really feel like there were false starts. Like this person never really gave this a chance because they were afraid that they would not measure up, when they never bothered to even try. But they also, at the same time, if they don't know, maybe they could be looking at social media to figure out what you're doing. Because if you're not in contact with this person, they could very well be like, what is this, what is him or her, what are they doing? Are they seeing someone else? What is the situation? They could be real confused and wanting to know what you're doing. Okay. So be conscious, be aware, be flexible, and be willing to take a new and different action now. They need to be ready to take a new, they know they are limited on time. They feel like the clock is ticking. A lot of the things TikTok out of the situations deck has come up like twice in the past couple of days. They know that there's a timer running. Like, you're not going to wait forever. You're not. You will not wait forever, because you are the Empress. You know who you are, okay? You know that they know you know. I mean, you may want them, but all good. You know what I mean? If they don't want to make a decision towards you, you're not a choice. You are him or her, or they, whatever, guys. You are that person. You are good. You are all the things. You know what I mean? You are amazing, and you are the truth. You are everything that you say you are. And everything that their intuition tells you, them that they are. Everything. They have a telepathic communication with you. They know intuitively, their higher self knows exactly who the hell you are, and that you are for real. $13.33 as I look up on the timer. And the affirmation for this card is, I am open and willing to take my life in new directions. I'm becoming more aware of my options for harmony and optimism in my thoughts and in all my choices each day. This person may typically have a very pessimistic outlook on life, which they're trying to change. They're trying to see the positive and how they can move forward. And they could be like so full of fear that it just, if you've ever, and I have, absolutely, and at one point in my life, now I'm kind of like, oh nope, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna try it, you know what I mean? I'm going for it no matter what. I'm gonna, and I manifest things, I make things happen, I set my goals, and I put one foot in front of the other, and I go for it. I'm not scared to do it anymore, because life is far too short to be unhappy or unsatisfied. No thank you. So I mean, this person, but I understand what this person's feeling. The feels that I'm feeling right now, I've felt them before. I've been there and done that. It is awful. It is not a fun feeling to feel like, oh shit, I just don't think I could do this because I'm not good enough. I'm not enough. But the fact of the matter is, this is a divine connection. This is a divine connection. The universe did not bring the two of you together for nothing. It was to awaken something within your person, and you probably as well. You could find that over the course of, the time that you've been with this person, that you have opened your eyes to a lot of things, made a lot of changes, had glow up after glow up, and just made a big difference in your life, right? And spirit is trying to tell this person, it's your turn. Do the work. I want to bless you with the things. I was looking at something online the other day, and it was talking about how we made an agreement with our higher self before we came here to say, do not give me my earthy valuables until I've learned XYZ lesson, whatever the hell that lesson is. Like, don't give me my blessings until I learn my lesson. It makes good sense. It really does. Once I got out of the lack mindset or the lack mentality, man, my life started to take off. I started to be, I want that, and I would go out and I would be able to get it, with no problem. And I had the confidence to do so. It's just your person's not quite there yet. So they're learning, and it's like you have blinders on when you're in a lack mentality. When you're in a lack mindset and you're pessimistic about life and you're like, it's never going to happen for me. You can't seem to see the bigger picture. You can't picture yourself like, just for example, and I'll get off my high horse pedestal. It's not a high horse. I'm definitely down to earth. But my pedestal, my soapbox, here we go. When I was a young mom on welfare back in the day, right? I never pictured that I would leave California, much less move to the West Coast, or the East Coast rather, and travel the world. I never figured I would get to the other side of the country, much less, be a world traveler. And here I am, I'm a whole world traveler. So it's just like, it's hard to see when you're in the dumps. When you're in the trenches, it's very difficult to see the bright world out there that's available to you because, number one, you've never had it, you've never known it, you don't exactly know how the hell to get it. And it's really a matter of gratitude and changing your mindset. And that is really what it's all about. And your person is having to come to these conclusions. And, they could be having dreams. They're very afraid you're going to release them, though, before they're ready to meet you where you are, because you're most likely spiritually further evolved than your person. Let me finish reading these guys. Here's what we are talking about. Sorry for my tangents. Apologize. I have ADHD. I can't help myself. All right. So let's go with the world in reverse. Receiving the world reverse means that you've been severely... I just got this deck not long ago. I don't know what all these cards mean in the upright and in the reverse. Check this out. Receiving the world reverse means that you've been severely limiting your view of things. You're thinking too narrowly, either in your options for action or in what you feel you deserve. This is what your person is going through, like I just finished saying. You may be feeling boxed in by old ways of doing things, not quite sure of how to expand. This card calls for you to think creatively outside the box you find yourself in now. In addition, you may have emotionally painted yourself into a corner, surrounded on all sides by energies such as fear, short-sightedness, limited thinking, or self-doubt. But you still have the option to tell or to let all of that go. And this card is telling you not to wait a minute longer to do so. It's time to break out and see unlimited horizons around you and know that the world is waiting for you to take center stage. This is exactly what your person needs to know. Seriously. Oh my gosh. I mean, I just finished saying all those things up on my soapbox. And this card just clarified exactly what I was just talking about. I love when spirit jumps in and he's like, he, she, they, whatever, is like, I got something for you. Let me confirm what you just said. I love it. Love it, love it. It happens all the time, but I still, it's so validating. It's beautiful. And the affirmation is, my life expands into boundless horizons with unlimited powerful energy. A world of possibilities is open to me now. Please forward this to your person if you're in communication with your person, because they need to hear that. It's something they need to hear. I'm going to read these cards and I'm going to be done with it, because realistically, this is, they're painted into a corner right now and they're trying to figure out how the hell to get out of it. And that is where your person is right now. But with the heart chakra and the throat chakra opening, this means to me that they're They're getting there. They're about to speak their truth. And they're learning how to love themselves first. It's about self-love first. So let's see. Let's go with 38. Okay. This is hilarious. Okay, well, I mean, I know what the chakra is about, so it's kind of obvious, but this is fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. Love, compassion, and self-acceptance. This person is learning to love themselves. This is so Ace of Cups. Raphael extends a beautiful green energy surrounded by gentle pink or waves of pink to your heart center. This card upright indicates that you now have a greater readiness to receive love from others as well as from yourself. It could indicate that a much needed healing from a previous broken heart has taken place. The tender vibrations of Raphael remind you to. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Remind you to encourage yourself with the compassionate self-talk that you desire to hear from others. Know that as you do, and this is how your person's, their inner dialogue has to change. 2121 as I look up. Their inner dialogue toward themselves first has to change before they can ever love you properly. They have to meet themselves there first. And that means they could have heard crap growing up, like, you're not good enough, boy, you're lazy, blah, 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 what have you, because I know I did, for sure. You're not smart, you're dumb, you're this, you're that, okay? But until you change your inner dialogue and you stop listening to the damn tapes that were plugged into you as a child, and in past relationships for that matter, and you start to tell yourself, I am worthy, I love myself, I am good enough, I am this, I am that. All the things that the tapes tell you you're not, until you start changing the dialogue around you to positive rather than negative, yeah, you're going to stay in a pessimistic mindset, and you're not also going to be able to love anybody like they need to be loved because you can't love yourself properly. Know that as you do, the light from your heart center will shine in irresistible beauty, and the universe will send people and situations that cause your sense of love and support to grow and grow. And this is the pivotal role that you have played with your person in their life, for sure. My heart center, my fourth chakra, is open to its perfect, healthy, and joyful state. The energy of love flows through me now. I live in love. And then the fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel, self-expression and speaking their truth to themselves first. Realigning with the truth that is instead of what you've been told, that distorted view of how you are, who you are. Gabriel holds his trumpet in one hand and a beautiful orb of blue light in the other. He is sending powerful energy to your throat center, acknowledging your power to communicate and your readiness to do so. And do expect communication from this person if you're not in communication, because that is coming through real strong as well. Right? This angel opens you up to truthful expression, both with yourself and others. You may have had trouble with expressing emotions and ideas in the past, but Gabriel is here to tell you that your soul longs to take this leap now. Be aware that true communication includes how you speak to yourself. So never deny your profound integral value. Speak up for yourself. Write in your journal. Let your words flow. Now is the time to express yourself freely and fully, and the universe always honors your choice to do so. This card could also indicate communication project is coming, or a time of heightened communication with spirit and telepathy with others. With a telepathy card, yeah, for sure. Your telepathy will improve. Someone is weed eating next door. Apologies if it gets loud. My throat chakra is open to its perfect healthy state, spinning with the beautiful energy of freedom and self-empowerment. I am free to express myself in every way. Release. Okay? With the release card, and I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, and hopefully you're able to hear me well. 42. With the release card, without delay, cut the cords to any unhealthy or toxic people, places, energy, habits, and beliefs. This is what your person is in need of doing. This is a time to stand in your truth without cutting anyone down in the process. Meditate on this when you want to be the spiritual warrior with love, honor, and compassion. This is what your person needs to know. And then the jealousy, protect your energy field, because there is somebody out there who is jealous of this situation, right? Who could be throwing all kinds of shade, all the shade, okay? And they could be, if it's a third party, it could be for good reason, obviously. If your person is in love with you madly, clearly, and they've been chosen, but they weren't the right choice, of course there's going to be jealousy. And your person may be trying to lay this situation down calmly and release it with love, as they should. As they should. Especially when they make a decision for themselves and say, you know what, this is not what I want in my life. I want what's best for me. And I know I'm capable of knowing what's best for me. Period. Jealousy, let's read it. But it does talk about protecting your envy, jealousy, and bad vibes. This card comes as a warning that all is not as it seems, or maybe it is. There may be some jealousy being presented or projected at you at this time. Fear not, this warning is here to provide you with enough distance to take the necessary action to protect your heart, mind, and energy. Or perhaps the good old compare and despair monster has gotten you wishing or longing for what another has or is doing. And you know what? That this person could be jealous. This person, if they feel like you have other choices, they're definitely jealous. There's no question. They don't want anyone else to have you. They don't want anyone else in your energy field. They want to be that person, even if they're not available to do it right this minute. They don't want to see you with someone else. And that compare and despair monster has gotten them wishing and longing for what somebody else has or what someone else is doing. And sometimes the jealousy is within you or them. It is a powerful time to check in and see where you may be feeling inadequate or as if you're missing something. Meditate to shield yourself from negative thoughts, envy, or jealousy. And that's all I got for you guys. I mean, really, there's nothing more to say. What a beautiful reading, guys. And your person's working through their issues with this. So I just want you to know, don't despair. It's coming.